These my dance make it hurt. 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 my dance, make it hurt. These my dance, make it hurt.
It's a crisp autumn night in Utah Valley as Salem Hills gets ready to take on Tooele. It's playoff high school football on ESPN 960. I'm Jordan Bianucci alongside Ronald Weaver III. And Ron, we got a little buzz, a little playoff buzz tonight.
We definitely do. Matchup between Salem Hills and Tooele. We've seen both of these teams early in the season, Jordan. So very familiar with what they bring. Number 13 seed and number 20 seed going out looking for a spot in the next round of the playoffs. I'm excited for this matchup tonight.
Absolutely. Should be a good one. And we will talk about it when we get back after this. It's Salem Hills and Tooele coming up on ESPN 960's Game of the Week.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and...
Welcome back to your game of the week as Salem Hills gets ready to take on Tooele. And, Ron, it should be a good one. This Tooele team, they keep it on the ground, but they can be explosive offensively.
They definitely can. It all starts with my guy, Von Gritzmacher. You know how it is when he runs the football, when they run that double reverse. It's really hard to stop. Average is about 10.5 yards per carry on the ground. So who are you going to go with? You going to go with a Skyhawk on a Buffalo, or are you going to take a Buffalo or a Skyhawk? We'll see.
It's an age-old question, Ron. They got Jedi Nilsson, the Skyhawks do, at the helm, and he's been good this year.
He definitely has. Jedi is throwing the football fantastic, but he's also in the run game. If you look at the numbers, he's the third leading rusher on this team, and he's the starting quarterback. You know, so they can run the football, but best believe he's not going to throw it. He's also going to use his legs tonight.
As always, your high school game of the week is powered by Americans for Prosperity, who want to remind you to get out and vote this election season. Visit americansforprosperity.org as the teams meet at midfield for the coin toss again. We talked about it in the open, but the winner of this one goes on to the next round to take on Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork with a bye this week, so they're just waiting to see who wins this one.
Definitely, it's a 4A region matchup, and this game, actually playing a game early is not bad for you. It gets your team a lot of momentum. We see this not just at high school, but at college, at the professional level. Playing a game early gets your team a lot of good momentum and gets you well balanced, and you have fresh legs going into that game.
Look, the Tooele guys love it. They get out of school extra early to get on the bus and head over here, and so they're all for it, I think. We'll see.
Captains for Tooele Buffaloes, number 6.
Can't quite tell who won the toss yet. It looks like it's going to be Tooele receiving the ball to start this game.
That's exactly what you want, though, if you're Salem Hills. You want Tooele to receive. You want to kick the ball off. Let your defense get established. You're on your home field.
Absolutely. So we'll see that wing T offense out there right away for Tooele as Salem Hills prepares to take the field. And fans filing late, like you mentioned, Ron, starting at 6 o'clock. Everybody getting off work and getting over here. You see that great shot on the YouTube stream.
Will be taken off.
Definitely looks like the players are getting ready to get, as I call it, turned up and hyped as they're coming out of their tunnel.
Here they come, and we are just about ready to go. Salem Hills in the home light blue tops, white pants, white helmets. White tops, black pants, the wing T helmets for Tooele.
They do it right over here at Salem Hills. You know, they had that pregame getting right, that hype song, and now they got the NFL theme.
Yeah.
I love that.
Got the Monday Night Football theme. I feel like Joe Buck.
Friday Night Football. No, you can't be Joe Buck. He's a legend, man. Hall of Famer there. I'm going to give you my keys to the game here, Jordan. Especially for Tooele as the underdog coming into this matchup. We talked about it just a little bit ago. Gritzmacher has to establish the run early. You got to run the football early. And we saw this earlier when they played Timanogus. You got to throw the ball a little bit more. You know, I know that that's not really your offense come out of the wing T. The wing T can work, but when you're going hurry up, throw a couple of slants. Throw a couple of go balls to your receivers. Let them get activated because that just opens up your run game more.
Your 3 keys to the game brought to you by E3 Energy Cubes, real energy from real food, e3energycubes.com. And we are just about ready to go as we'll get a shot of that later on, but a giant globe making its way onto the track.
Oh, look at that.
And I thought we couldn't beat the giant flaming head at Prova, the Bulldog head last week. Wow.
That's amazing.
Porter Dinkins kicks it away from the 40. It is going to fly into the end zone for a touchback, so Tooele will start things at the 20-yard line. Gus Pater, the sophomore, 6'3", 170, at the helm for the Buffs.
Like I just talked about, first play call out the gate. You can surprise them with a pass, but go right up the middle. Go between those tackles, inside zone for 5 yards.
25 years now. Pater
under center in that wing T. The give is up the middle, and they get a couple before they're swallowed up by the defense.
That's stopped up by the Sky High Goovangs.
One with the quarterback sneak on that. I like that for 4 yards. Way to come out the gates with something different.
Like that, second and
So brings up a, we'll call it 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 22. 2 wide receivers split to the left, 2 backs. Give to the left side, working his way up near the first down marker and taken down the north side of the 30. So right away, the Buffaloes move the chains.
Ryder handoff goes to number 15, Mark Cunningham. Heads up the middle.
That was Mark Cunningham, the junior, on the carry. And as you mentioned, Ron, they'll hurry up here. Handoff right side, a lot of room, cuts it back up past the 35 and taken down at the 37. That was Maverick Carlson.
Yeah, up-tempo offense like I talked about. That's what you want to go. Now that you got your second and manageable, you can get your play call now. You're about a 2nd and 4 out. Not bad. I like why the offense is playing.
Huddle up here. As you mentioned, the 2nd and 4 from their own 37. Give it up the middle, working his way past the 45 and taken down at about the 40, we'll call it the 42-yard line.
Right now, all run. 5 plays in a row running the football. That's exactly what you want to do on the road, traveling, making a far trip. They've established a run on these 5 plays. Let's see what they do for number 6.
And moving the chains, 1st down and 10. 1 right wide receiver split to the right. Give it to the back, right side. That's Carlson again, and he's going to be wrestled down after maybe a gain of 2.
See, that was interesting right there, Jordan, because they could have, that was probably a slow play by Tooele on that one. They were thinking the double reverse was coming because Gritzmacher was in that formation, but they got a little slow outside the gates. He actually made a nice block on that play. If the running back's able to get to the edge, that might be a bigger gain.
And that double reverse is one you have to look out for. It's been huge for them this year. Fake to Clarkson this time and take it down right away as the back at the line of scrimmage. Not much there on 2nd and 8.
I like the formations. I would like to see maybe tricking them right now, faking it, going play action on that. They're obviously respecting Gritzmacher on what he can run. Maybe hit him over the middle for 5 yards.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do here. 3rd and 8, ball at their own 44. 2 men in the backfield. Snap it, give it to the man up the middle, actually taken around the left side. There'll be a lot of that. We'll get fooled tonight a couple times. Not much doing there, though, and now it brings up a 4th and long.
Definitely looks like they're going for it on this play, but hey, we knew what was coming on 3rd and long. Yeah, they weren't going to be fooled on that play. Literally what happened, if you look at that formation, all the defensive backs and linemen just shifted right and waited for the play to develop. They're like, yeah, we're not going to let Gritzmacher get outside.
So 4th and 7, ball at the 45. They're going to break the huddle with the play clock at 15. 1 receiver split to the left. 2 men in the backfield, split backs. They're going to go reverse here. Cut it out to the left side and taken down well short of the 1st down is Gritzmacher, and it's a turnover on down. Salem Hills with good field position.
They knew it was coming. They knew that double reverse was coming, and they were definitely not fooled by that at all. That was, Keanu Hernandez on that was not fooled by that at all. The 5'10 junior for Salem Hills. You got to watch out for Gritzmacher when he's on the field on 3rd and 4th down. That's your long down distance running back.
So here's Jedi Nelson in the gun. Trips to the left, ball on the right hash. A back on his left hip, takes the snap, gives it to the back, run it up the middle, a lot of room. Runs over 1 man and is taken down maybe a couple short of the 1st down at the 37-yard line. Give him 8 on the play.
It's a great run right there. You love to see that run, over there. Right up the middle. You ran between your tackles. You got 7 yards on that first play, and you got the turnover on downs. It's good momentum right now.
No score. 8:37 to play in the 1st quarter. It's Tooele and Salem Hills. Skyhawks with the football, 2nd and 3. Under center goes Nelson. Takes the snap, gives it to the back. He's met by 1 defensive lineman, gets past him, and he's going to be taken down right around the 1st down marker, but he's going to be about a yard short. So a quick 3rd and 1 here.
Good stop right there on 2nd down, not letting them move the chains. If you can stop them right here, you force them to a 4th down. We'll see what Salem Hills does.
They hurry up. A quarterback sneak. Nelson takes it himself, has the 1st down and more. They'll knock him down at the 36-yard line. Make that the 31, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, when you got a 6'3" senior that's 200 pounds, Jordan, you're going to allow him to pick up a yard or 2 on that quarterback sneak.
Tough position if you're the Tooele defense. You're thrown out there on your side in your own territory. They're trying to keep Salem out of the end zone here. Ball at the 31-yard line. Back in the shotgun goes Jedi Nilsson. 3 wide receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Steps up. Looks long. Corner of the end zone. It is... touchdown! Salem Hills. It was Peyton Higginson on the reception.
What a ball right there. That's a 50-50 ball, what we call. That's man right there. That's cover 0. That means everybody has to play their guy right there. Peyton Higginson is step for step with his defender. The DB doesn't have bad coverage, actually. The ball is just thrown perfectly. You allow your 6'2 receiver to go up and grab that. What a beautiful touchdown pass.
And Salem Hills jumps out ahead 6-0. PAT pending. And just a reminder, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, that clock is approximate. 7:28 officially to play in the first quarter. The extra point is up. It is good. By Dinkins. And it is 7-0. Skyhawks.
That's exactly what you want when you get the turnover right away on downs. You had a short field, but you were able to move your offense. Just to go back on the play-by-play for people, you run the football right there, then you got a second down, they stop it short, you go QB sneaks to get it, then you drop back and throw a touchdown pass. That's exactly how you want to maneuver your offense. 3 runs, 1 pass, touchdown.
And it all started after Tooele was aggressive, going for it on a 4th and 8 in their own territory, came up empty. So they'll get the ball back here, try to even the score and run. We're 4 minutes into the game, but this feels like a big drive for Tooele.
Absolutely. And it's crazy because Jordan, on the last drive, they picked up 2 first downs, ran the ball 5 times, but it just takes 1 stop in football. And that's what Salem was able to do. And then Tooele stagnant on 4th down, and now they're down 7-0.
So Dinkins preparing to kick it away.
Kick off for the Skyhawks, number 22, Porter defense. Set to receive.
Ryan Durfee back to receive for Tooele, as well as Maverick Clarkson. Right-footed kicker sends it deep, and it's going to be fielded in the end zone for a touchback by Durfee, the senior.
We have to go back to the last play, so I just have to talk about my guy, Tate Allred, 6-foot senior, 200 pounds. Man, running the football like a tank, put his shoulder down. That run game, again, guys, he's the second leading rusher on this team, right in front of the quarterback. So there's going to be a powerhouse between Nelson and Allred tonight.
That touchdown always brought to you by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today. First play, a handoff off to the left, and getting maybe 6 or 7 on it.
Jordan, they ran that double reverse this time with Gritzmacher, actually, and I think they got 6 or 7 yards on that.
And unfortunately, we have a Buffalo down, and that is Gritzmacher.
That's not good. You hate to see that on that play. The star power on this team, one of the offensive weapons. You hate to see that on the reverse. First play on your second drive of the game, he's down, and he looks like he's in some pain, Jordan.
Yeah, clutching at that leg. They get him up real quickly, though. Able to walk off, looks like under his own power.
Jordan, I just want to emphasize how important he is. You got the entire team down on one knee right there. That just lets you know the impact that player can have. I know players do that often, but the entire team on the sideline took a knee when he was down.
I mean, that is your guy.
Line brings 2nd and 3.
So here is Pater under center. To give up the middle and not much doing. Met at the line of scrimmage and swallowed up.
To number 15, Mark Cunningham.
That was Cunningham on the carry, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long, or 3rd and mid, we'll say, for Tooele.
Not a bad play call right now. I think the offensive line is doing a good job opening the holes. I think the running backs need to have a little bit more speed and hit the gap stronger because you could have got a few more yards on that play.
And I said, mid, I beg your pardon, 3rd and 1. They're going to go quarterback sneak, and he picks it up. So Pater ahead, and they move the chains.
The middle.
See, but that's what I mean right there. Pater was able to move the chains. You know, 6'3", tall guy, but not a big guy, 170. But the offensive line's getting a decent push right now.
They hurry up, get to the line, Pater under center. Quick give, and it's Cunningham being taken down just shy of they'll give him the 35. Gain of 2 on the play.
She's Louise right there. You had Riker, Xander.
Riker Van Zyverden.
Xander, yeah, Riker Van Zyverden. Monster looking like NFL linebackers coming out making that tackle.
Pater takes the snap, Give it to the back left side. A little more running room this time. Give him 6 or 7 up past the 40. And it's going to be a 3rd and short again. Very manageable for the Buffaloes.
Right now, there's something Tooele's doing good right now. They're running between that guard and that tackle. When you try to go outside zone, when outside zone guys trying to get outside to the furthest part of that tackle, when they run between that guard and that tackle, they're doing a very good job of moving the chains.
2 wide receivers split to the right. 3rd and 2. Again, Pater will take it himself, and he's going to work his way up past the chains for a 1st down at the 47-yard line.
Jordan, I like this game plan. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, you're getting about 4 to 6 yards. Then you get another 2 or 3, and then you quarterback sneak it. You can run the football all day.
And they huddle, but they huddle quick. It's the same variation on that formation. Now they have some room on the outside, cutting it back inside at the 40. He has the middle. He'll be taken down at the Salem Hill 41. That was Clarkson. And that's the first big gainer tonight for the Buffaloes and Clarkson.
I like the style of offense. Grimmacher's not in the game right now, but that's the same play call without him. I liked how they ran that reverse, and it goes for a big gain. It caught Salem Hills off guard.
It did, but we got a flag, and we're going to have a hold. So that one's going to come back. First penalty of the night for either team.
5:05
to play in the first quarter. Salem Hills with a 7-0 lead over Tooele. First round of the playoffs.
Always spotted at the 39-yard line.
See, the danger of that play and why you don't want to cut back and why they say keep straight is nothing against Charleston on this. He cut all the way across, which caused a hold. If he'd have just kept straight, that doesn't happen.
So back him up to the 39-yard line. Give it to the back straight ahead, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I know they run out of the wing tee and they like to run the football, but as you say, that Gritzmacher coming back in the game, so that's a good sign for this offense. But when you're this far back on a 1st and 20, you got to pass the football. You can't really run yourself out of a 1 and 20.
Because now you're looking at a 2nd and 18. Buffaloes get to the line, trying to respond after Salem Hills scored on their first drive. Now a little reverse, cutting it back inside is Clarkson. Doesn't get a whole lot, though. Stopped at the 41, so maybe he gets 2, and it's going to be a 3rd and very, very long.
Looks like the reverse actually was given to Gritzmacher on that. He's back in the game, but
it's just 11. Clarkson gets handed off back to number 13. Gritzmacher gets stopped up by number 3.
So we'll see what they do here. 3rd and 16.
On the Skyhawk defense, that's Riker Van Everton.
Take the snap, roll out right, throw back to the left, and it is nearly picked off.
Buffaloes.
Pater rolled to his right, threw back across his body, trying to set up the screen, and the Salem defender nearly had it for a pick 6.
Ben Staley.
Ben Staley almost had that. He read that. I think Tooele actually got in there and knocked the ball down because that was a clean house for Ben Staley.
It's a good play. Make that an incompletion. Here's the low snap. The punt is nearly blocked. High, deep kick, going to be caught for a fair catch at the 25. That's where the Salem Hills offense will start on this drive. 3:40 to play in the first quarter, 7-0. Skyhawks.
Great fair catch on that play, Jordan. You and I have, played sports growing up, and we've seen a lot. Those high punts, difficult to track, especially having fair caught and the ball's coming down. You got to be really focused on that and not drop the ball because that could have been a momentum change.
And he got it in traffic.
And his guy was in front of him, too.
Shotgun goes Jedi Nelson. 2 wide receivers to each side. 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap. Play fake, and the ball's on the ground. Jedi tries to get back on it. He does recover it. Oh, and just averting disaster was Jedi Nelson and Salem Hills.
That by number 58. Kick set of the Buffalo defense.
Luke Mixon on the stop right there. Made the tackle, and his helmet was off to a. You don't stop till the whistle's blown, so you also have to go off for a play, and then he'll be back. But again, can't fumble the football in your own zone.
Yeah, I mean, that just a little bit of a low snap and just dropped it.
I think he was trying to go read option on it. He tried to pull it back too late. You got to kind of know where you're going with the football early so you don't fumble it.
So 2nd and 12, ball at the 23. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Back to pass. Nelson looking, plenty of time. Throws out to his right. It is caught near the sticks. Pushed out of bounds is the receiver. They're going to give him the first down. On the reception, that is Fuselman.
By number 18-yard
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Spotted at about the 36-yard line. Good enough. And yes.
I think he meant to say Grayson Wilson on that. That was number 10, the senior.
Prioritize the science.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 36. Nelson takes the snap. Going to run to his left, cut it back inside, has 5 or 6, maybe 7 before he's taken down.
Remember I talked about that 6'3", 200-pound size?
22.
His guy is right there. He doesn't care. He just runs right into him. It's like Josh Allen-esque. Yeah, my guy's right there. I'm just going to run over everybody.
Let's spot him at the 42. Brings up a 2nd and 4. Salem Hills huddles up. They have a 7-0 lead, 2:40 and rolling here in the first quarter.
Be interesting to see what they do here. They got the option to run the ball. They got the option to throw it. We'll get RPO for sure.
Shotgun snap. Nelson gives it to the back. He's going to have the first down and more. Cut it up past the 50, 45, 40, and he stumbles at the 40-yard line, or he would have had even more.
Send hands off to number 0, Ledger Holmes. That's up the middle, then off.
You hate to see that because Ledger Holmes, man, he's got some speed right there. And he tripped over his own feet. I thought he lost the cleat on that. But, man, he was looking like Lightning McQueen on that. You know, just cutting back and forth. Man, if he doesn't trip over his own feet, Jordan, I don't think anybody catches him.
No, I don't think he had a head of steam. So spot him at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Skyhawks.
Holmes is back in the game, by the way. They took him out for a play, put him back in. You saw him come in on that last play. Let's see what the play call is.
Play clock down to 5 as they get set at the line. 3, shotgun snap to Nelson, low snap, play action fake, back to pass, looking for it all down the right sideline. It is caught. Touchdown, Salem Hills. That was Peyton Higginson again, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Hey, when he's 6'3", 185, you throw it up there again. Another 50-50 ball again. The DB, better than last one, had better coverage on that. They both go up. He has it in his hand, but Peyton Higginson says, not today, buddy. Rips it right from him for the touchdown.
You said it. It was that 6'3" frame, met it at the high point. That was impressive. And Salem Hills has a 13-0 lead as they get ready to kick the PAT. Dinkins lines it up. Good snap, good hold. It is good. It is 14-0 Salem Hills.
Just want to give people a quick note. That's the top target for Jedi Nelson, just so people know. You know, Higginson coming into today's game had 38 receptions, 488 yards, averaging about 13.2, had a long of 37, and 4 touchdowns, leading receiver. And you see why. Already 2 touchdowns, half of what he's had this season.
It was impressive. Always brought to you a touchdown by Intermountain Bobcat. From the powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. They're located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. So Tooele in a little bit of trouble here. They're down 14-0, 1:41 to play in quarter number 1 as they'll get the ball back. Dinkins to kick it away. Line drive kick will sell into the end zone, out the back of the end zone. And Tooele will take it at the 20 and run. They've moved the ball, just haven't been able to sustain a drive that ends in points.
And I know that's probably frustrating for your coach, for your offensive coordinator. It's not that your offense has been stagnant. When it's stagnant, everything's wrong. What's bad is you move the football and then you can't get past midfield or you can't get into the red zone. That's more frustrating.
Pater, under center. Going to roll right. He may throw it. Looking down the field. Has a man open, and he overthrew his man. He had Luke Hogan, and he overthrew him at the 40.
That sucks because you pop your tight end out on that. You go play action. Everybody bites. Luke gets great space. He's wide open 15 yards down the field, and he just overthrows him. You can't have that.
I mean, he unleashed one and just airmailed it over his head. So 2nd and 10, still at the 20. Under center. Takes the snap, gives to the back, trying to reach around that right side, and he's going to be wrestled down, thrown down at the 21. That was Gritzmacher again on the carry.
Riker Van Zyberden has been all over Gritzmacher tonight. That's the 2nd tackle on him. He's watching. They've studied film. They know how dangerous he can be. Salem Hills defense is watching 13 tonight.
And now Tooele faced with another 3rd and long. 3rd and 9, ball at their own 21.
Further. Hillside Medical.
Gonna have to pass the ball here, Jordan. I know you like running out of the wing tee, but that's simply not going to get it done, especially because Salem Hills is just going to stay stagnant. You got to get him to look in the backfield. You got to go play action.
They're going to go shotgun. First time we've seen this formation tonight. 2 wide receivers to the left. He's going to roll left. Pater looking, throws. Not a pretty ball, and he throws it over the reach of his intended wide receiver. Incomplete near the boundary. And that's going to bring up a 4th down, and they'll hunt it away.
Yeah, he definitely was looking for Grady Simmons on that one. Missed that again. Another ball, another route that's there, all just overthrown. Not bad play calls, just hasn't executed the throw.
You're right about that. It was there. So it'll be interesting to see. Well, and like you said, Ron, they don't have much of a choice if you keep getting down behind. They'll have to throw the ball here as Franklin Wilcox punts it away from his own 6. Takes the high snap, boots it away, a high kick, calling for the fair catch at the 41, and he fumbles it. But getting right back on it was the return man. That is Take Bills. And again, things bouncing right now Salem Hills way. 2 fumbles, 2 self-recoveries.
Absolutely. You don't want to give Ryan Durfee an opportunity to recover the ball. Almost did. I told you last time, those high punts are difficult. It's not easy. It's like a pop-up. We're going to give some love to playoff baseball. It's tough to wait, and then catch the ball. It's not easy.
39 seconds to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Skyhawks. Nelson in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right. 1 man in the backfield. He's going to pass on first down. Looking downfield. Plenty of time now. He steps up and he's going to run. He has the 45 up to the 50, and he's going to be forced out of bounds just shy of the Tooele 45-yard line. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Again, the clock on the YouTube stream, not official.
That's great coverage right there, actually, by Tooele. And they had everybody locked up in that, but that's what makes Nelson so great. He can use his legs.
Moves the chains, though. First down.
They have the most effective reach.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've seen him throw the ball for 2 touchdowns tonight. We've seen him use his legs. He's going to go under center here. 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap. Play fake, going to roll to his left. Has the tight end in the flat, and he makes the completion, then stumbles past the 40. Stays in bounds, though. That is Corbin Yoder on the reception.
Great catch by Corbin Yoder on that. Man, a lot of guys tripping over their own feet. Guys moving too quickly before they get the ball, but security. That's twice because we saw Salem Hills 2 plays ago almost have that same play.
That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's the Skyhawks 14, the Buffaloes nothing. You're listening to ESPN 960's Game of the Week.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
Back to pass on first down. Salem Hills looking to go deep for the end zone. It is picked off inside the 5 and taken back out to the 20. A lot of room out to the 30, 35, 40 where he's knocked out of bounds. And that is the play that Tooele needed. Number 18, Ashton Hansen coming down with it.
Man, what a play right there. What a play by Tooele. You just don't want to make that mistake. Grady Simons on that again. He had one where he got beat in the end zone, or he was close, but then he gets the pick right there. unfortunate because, again, I think Jedi Nelson had some pressure, just underthrows the ball. He had his receiver. He was beat. If he puts a good ball, it's a third touchdown, but instead it's an interception. Momentum for Tooele.
Absolutely. Tooele trailing 14-0. They're going to get the ball out near midfield. We'll call it the 42 as we have an injured Buffalo down. But this is a shot if you're Tooele to get back in this game.
Absolutely. You got to convert off this. You got to turn turnovers into points, not field goals. You need touchdown. What better way to get yourself back in the game, make it a ball game at the start of the second quarter, Jordan, than to go get a touchdown?
Yeah, 1 turnover on downs tonight, 2 punts. That is John Leakey for Tooele. The injured Buffalo getting helped off the field.
One of your edge rushers right there. You don't want to lose a starter like that. You know, your fourth-year senior guy, 5'11", 210. Unfortunate to see that. Not putting a lot of weight right now on that foot. Don't know what the status is going to be of him going forward.
Yeah, again, that's John Leakey, senior, 5'11", 210 pounds. As he's helped off the field as this Tooele offense heads out there to take over.
He really must be ninged up because he's still taking his time to get off the field. That ankle must have really got rolled or stepped on.
So now ready to go. Pater under center, takes the snap, gives it to the back around the outside. A flag thrown as he's taken down at about the 44. That was Clarkson on the carry, but it's coming back.
Yeah, definitely, Jordan. They're going to get Gritzmacher right there for that hold right there. It's very obvious. He didn't seal him on the edge. His man beat him. He had him turn, and it was an easy call for the official.
So our officials talking about it, but you're exactly right.
Against the Buffaloes.
So back him up 10 yards. Not a great start to the drive for Tooele. Looking to get on the board. Just started the second quarter, trailing 14-0 to Salem Hills.
Into guard brings first and 20 for the Buffaloes.
Gus Pater, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun now. 2 wide receivers to his right. Takes the snap, back to pass. Throws over the middle and through the hand. High throw, but through the hands of his intended receiver. Incomplete.
That one looks like the receiver needs to bring that one down, so I can't blame Pater on that one. But you got to start catching these passes. That's 3. 1 to the tight end, 1 on the out route that you could have for a first down. And then you miss that one to make it 2nd and 10. You got to start catching the ball to get yourself back in the game.
All at the 32-yard line. Well, it has moved it at times tonight. Just drives have stalled. Back in the shotgun goes Pater. 2 wide receivers to the right again. Handoff to the left. Coming around the corner and cutting it back up near the 36 where he's wrestled down is the ball carrier.
Cameron Barrett heads off to the left side. Gets stopped up by number 94 of the Skyhawk defense, Jackson Young.
Cameron Barrett, it looks like.
Looks like Ryder Hales was on that. The other quarterback for the team ran that one. And that was great blocking out. They pulled the guard, they pulled the center on that, and they got lead blocking on the outside, and they were to get those yards back.
So now you're looking at a 3rd and 15. Back to pass goes Pater. Throws deep to the right, has a man, and it is overthrown. He was looking for Grady Simmons again, and Ronnie had him, just overthrew him.
Again, great play call. I feel like the offensive coordinator for Tooele has called the right plays at the right moment. Just execution. I think the 3 throws that you missed have been on Pater. He's just missed them because if you drop that in the basket, that's a big gain and you're in the red zone.
A deep outbreaking route, and absolutely had him by 2 steps. So they'll punt it away again. Punt is up and away. It will be received at the 24-yard line and taken back up to the 30. Taken down right away, though.
Taken by number 13,
is Bills. So still a 2-touchdown game. Salem Hills will get the ball back here in the second quarter.
What's crazy about this, Jordan, is after the interception, to not go about 3 scores, Tooele's still in this ball game. It takes 1. Like, you make that catch there, it might be a different ball game.
And, I mean, we don't want to beat a dead horse, but Tooele's offense, guys have been open.
They have been. It's not what it was at the beginning of the season where guys went open. Guys have created separation now.
Absolutely. So Jedi Nelson back with it in the shotgun, trips to the left, takes the snap, give to the back up the middle. Working his way towards the 34-yard line is Fuselman, but a flag is thrown back at the 30.
That's again that number 58's helmet has come off twice now. It might be a face mask or a hold or something because that ref threw the flag immediately. I think that one might be coming back.
Yeah, that's Luke Dixon. He's going to head out, put the hat back on as they talk about this penalty.
Might be a face mask. Or illegal use of hands to the face, one of the two.
Hey, they caught this one, unlike last night in L.A.
L.A., oh yeah, we're not going to talk about that one. My goodness. Just to talk about that was ridiculous. That might be the worst call I've ever seen in the end zone where you miss, but you completely pull the quarterback around.
Personal foul.
And this one's going to be on Tooele, face mask on Tooele. So a 15-yarder will put the ball at the 46.
Well, that's 2 calls missed by the officials in 2 games at the professional and at the high school level now. I don't know how a guy's helmet comes off twice, and it's a personal foul and is going against the defense.
So Salem Hills, a fresh set of downs as Nelson will come under center, offset I in the backfield. Takes the snap, pitch left, turning it up with a good gain up to the 45-yard line is Holmes.
Ledger Holmes is that speed back, has got a lot of speed. What better way to pitch the ball to him? Get blocks out in front and let him go run. He got a second and short now.
Second and short indeed. Ball at the 46. 10-10 to play in the half. 14-0. Salem Hills. The winner gets Spanish Fork next week. Nelson under center again. One deep back. 2 wide receivers to the short side. Handoff up the middle and taken down right away in the backfield for a loss.
You love to see that. And it's our guy number 58 again. Knocks his helmet off. When he's in the game, man, you really can't stop him. Blew that play up immediately.
That was Dixon. So brings up a 3rd and 4.
Dixon out there laying the wood.
Ball at the 48-yard line.
For the Skyhawk.
Play clock at 11 as they break the huddle. 2 split out to the right. 2 wide receivers split to the left. Shotgun for Jedi Nelson. 1 back to his right. Takes the snap. It's going to throw a quick slant. It is caught at the 40, cutting it back to the 30, down to the 25, and near the 20 as he's forced out of bounds. That was Grayson Wilson on the reception, and Salem Hills right back in business.
Hey, you and I both got nervous when we saw that play develop. We thought it was going to be a pick 6 to the house, but he was able to find Grayson Wilson in the middle of that zone on that slant, that comeback route, and then was able to take it for another 15. I got nervous. I was like, oh, that might go the other way.
From up here, it looked like a dangerous throw, an easy pitch and catch. It turns into. So ball at the 21, 1st and 10. Salem Hills to the line. 4 down linemen for Tooele. 3 wide receivers to the left. Handoff to the right. Breaking it inside the 20, having some room down near the 11.
Hands off here, number 0, Ledger.
Ledger Holmes, the sophomore again. So a productive run on 1st down.
Ledger Holmes so quick. They're using the speed wisely, picking their moments on 1st down. When they're using, they're in the red zone now, close to being 1st and goal.
For the Skyhawk.
They're going to give him the 13 officially. That's where they knocked him out of bounds. Ball on the right hash. Clock stopped at 8:53 to play in the half. 2nd down and 2. Offset I, pitch left. A lot of room on that left side. Headed for the end zone is Fuselman. Touchdown, Salem Hills. They lead it 20-0.
Easy play call right there for the offensive coordinator. As the lights are going off right now here at Salem Hills, the Skyhawks hawking all over right now on the Buffaloes. That was a bad defensive call right there by the DC for Tooele. He brings the house, and they pitch it right outside, and it was an easy walk-in touchdown. He could have walked, probably from Provo into the end zone with that one.
Nobody out there. So Salem Hills marches down. They get the points. PAT pending. They're up 3 scores, though. Dinkins looking to put it through the uprights. Good snap, holds down. The kick is through. It is 21-0 Skyhawks. As a reminder, stick around after our game. We'll have our post-game show Virtual mail scans directly to your phone or computer and lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork has virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solutions.
Well, the Skyhawks right now are posting all over the Tooele Buffaloes right now, and it's crazy because all the defense might not be playing well. The offense hasn't looked bad. Just to miss a couple opportunities to stay in this ball game right now. We'll see what they do now in their 7th drive of the game, but right now it's all Salem Hills.
It is. You got to get going if you're Tooele. And look, this can be a different ball game. Tooele has had chances, open receivers. If they can just tighten things up a little bit, they can get back in this game.
Still not too far off. You're only down 3 scores. 8 minutes left still to play in the first half. In the second quarter, you're still in this ball game.
Dinkins to kick it away. He will put it at the 1 where it will bounce into the end zone. And again, Tooele will start at the 20.
Beautiful kick right there by the kicker. Other guy was looking to see if it bounced out, maybe get a flag, get it moved to the 40. No. Beautiful kick right there. And what's crazy, we've seen this story before, Jordan. We've seen a team a few weeks back when we called the game. You, myself, and Bryce Larson. And the team was up 21-0 at Timpanogos. And another team came back and scored 5 straight touchdowns.
That's right. How is that? That's the team we'll see next week, that dangerous Provo team. Handoff up the middle. Give him the 25, so a good first down gain there.
Goes up the middle, gets brought down by number 50.
For the back, it looks like that was Britton Rosser on the carry.
Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Buffaloes.
2nd and 5. They hustle to the line. Give it again, this time outside, cutting it back past the 25, up near the 27-yard line.
There has number 11.
Give it to Clarkson.
Maverick Larson.
I don't know what play they're going to call right here, but I know what I would do if I was Tooele. Run that quarterback sneak. Run behind that big center and that big tackle. Run behind those boys.
Been very successful tonight. 3rd and 2. Instead, they hand it off to the back. A spin move, has the first down, taken down at the 34-yard line.
What a play call by the coordinator right there. Salem Hills actually switches over, jumps in the box, think that it's going to come, and they turn around and they hand it off. What a play call.
So a fresh set of downs. Ball at the 34.
For the Buffaloes.
Tooele trying to get on the board. They trail 21-0. Handoff up the middle. Some more space as he's taken down just shy of the 40.
And Vader Hansen.
Gain of about 6.
Brayden Rosser heads up the middle. Gets brought down by number 3, Riker Van Sack.
Run between the tackles. Run between the guards. Run between the center. Keep doing it.
2nd and 5.
So 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on first down. Under center goes Pater. Some motion in the backfield. Takes the snap. A quick hitter up the middle. And he's going to get the 42 before he's knocked back.
Hands off quickly.
Salem Hills physical team.
Nice ahead up the middle.
So brings up a very manageable 3rd down.
The
But you're right, just pounding it.
Forward progress.
Another 3rd and short. We'll see what they do. Last time, they've been known in the first quarter, they ran all the QB sneaks for the 3rd downs on 3rd and short. They handed off last time. We'll see what they do here.
3rd and 2. And we have whistles and a timeout. Tooele, they want to talk about it.
Not a bad timeout. It's your first time out of the half with 6:39 left. You got a lot of momentum on this drive. If you don't get the first down, you don't want to give the ball back and go down to 28-0. So I don't mind the timeout, actually. I think the players thought they were ready to go. They look confident. But talk about it. Make sure everybody's on the same page. See what it changes.
And look, another excellent spot for a QB sneak. It's been successful, as you mentioned earlier, Ron. As Tooele will head back out.
Once again,
as always, your ESPN 960 Game of the Week brought to you by Defense Drinks. Collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN 960. That's code ESPN 960 at defensedrinks.com.
I know what I would do here if I'm Tooele, Jordan. Don't pass the football. I know that you've had a couple of open ones. Run the football, do your bread and butter, run between the tackle and the guard right there. Heck, even QB sneak it, do what you have to do, but don't pass the ball and give yourself a 4th down there.
Hader under center, handoff up the middle, close to the first down. The pile pushes him and he's got it. This side of the 45, He moves the chains.
What a run right there. What a run by Rosser. He got stopped at first initially. They got a hand on him, but what did they tell you as a running back? Keep the feet moving, keeps driving the legs, spins, and he gets the push from his offensive lineman.
Second effort pays off. A little reverse here. Running up the middle, taken down just shy of the 50 is
with number 13.
Clarkson. Oh, I beg your pardon. That's Gritzmacher on the carry.
They ran that double reverse there, and you got to give a shout out to Salem Hills defense to be able to wrap up and hold guys. Like, I mean, Tooele's running the football well. They're getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. For the fact that you haven't let Gritzmacher bust one off, you're doing a good job so far.
We're under 6 minutes to play in the half. Tooele takes a snap, another reverse. And not much doing, back to the 50-yard line and stop there.
Number 13.
This time, Gritzmacher again on the carry. So that's going to bring up a third down, and we'll call it about 6. And now that, let's see where they spot it. Yeah, just shy of the 50, so a long 6 here.
Elliott. Oh, spotted in midfield, brings up 3rd and 6 for the Buffalo.
3rd and 6 for Tooele.
1978.
Hayter under center takes the snap, give up the middle, and maybe a gain of 1 or 2. We'll give him 2, but that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4. And now decision time for Tooele.
See, this is tough because your passes haven't gone well. The third downs you should have converted, you've missed. That's where you want to throw the ball, but you don't trust maybe your system and how the play calling has gone so far. Now you're in a 4th and 4 when you're desperate before the half and you need points. You got to get this right now. You're turning the ball back over on a short field.
A huge 4th and 5 here. Under center goes Pater. Takes the snap. Play action pass. He gets hit as he releases the ball incomplete, but there are flags, and we're going to get a false start.
It's going to be a false start, illegal formation or something. Tooele was not set. Came too quickly. I think they were trying to go fast, but get them to jump off sides, and it was all bad. Yep, and it's a false start.
False start, so now that is declined, brings up the turnover on downs, and Salem Hills takes over at midfield.
So unfortunate right there because you just had the timeout before. You want to make sure. And the coach right now he's not happy. He is walking on the field because he wants an explanation on this of why it's declined and why he's not getting the ball back and having a 4th and 9. But that's really frustrating for Tooele right there because you convert that, you can maybe score down, get points, make it a 2-score game. Instead, you're looking at going down by 4.
Well, you're wondering on a false start why it wasn't blown dead.
I agree. I'm with the coach on this. I agree. He has every right to be upset because normally it's blown dead and you repeat the down and you make it 4th and 9. You don't normally get a turnover on downs.
But Salem Hills is going to get the football at their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Seed Nutrition Company.
4:32 to play in the half, a 21-0 lead for the Skyhawks. Nelson goes under center. Takes the snap. Play fake, gets a boot off to the left. Keeping it himself, has the 45, has near the 1st down marker before he's knocked out of bounds.
On the quarterback.
We'll see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be about a yard short. Spot him at about the 41. Make it the 42, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Or 2nd and 2, I beg your pardon.
And the head coach is frustrated. He's yelling at some of his defensive guys for not getting in there and making that tackle and coming down. Nelson had everybody fooled, man. He had the Houdini working there.
Clock stops as he goes out of bounds. Nelson back under center. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 man in the backfield. Takes a snap, back to pass. Looking, has a man on a little out pattern out there near the 35. It is caught for the 1st down. Mark him out at the 36.
Ledger Holmes, man, that guy got some speed. It's really hard to stop that man in space, but Ledger Holmes, man, I don't know if he's got in the end zone yet, but I feel before the night's over, Jordan, he's going to get there.
Yeah, just a sophomore as well. 5'10", 175, and lightning quick.
It's great clay right there with that sophomore. You got a lot of years with them. Let's hope he doesn't transfer.
That's a new thing, right? You got to worry about it. Maybe not so new, but relatively, as the ball is marked at the 36. They gave him the 1st down, 1st and 10. Back to pass. thrown out near the 35, underthrown, incomplete. He had his man, did Nelson, but couldn't quite get it out there near the numbers.
It's a tough pass to make, that deep out when he's running that far. You're trying to lead him, but also keep the ball on the backside so the DB doesn't pick it. He already has one of those interceptions. He has a near miss, as I like to call it, in between that slant route. So you don't want to do that because if you throw a pick there, you're not stopping it. You don't want your quarterback hawking down and getting injured. I've said that going back to when Patrick Mahomes took out Rasheed Rice's knee. Don't have quarterbacks chasing down that. I don't care if Jake Retzlaff for BYU chasing 99-yard. No, don't do that. Stop it.
That's right. Gus Johnson was the intended target. Now a quarterback draw. Nelson has a lot of room and some speed. Going to take it to the 10, 5, touchdown. Salem Hills. And the route is on here in Salem, 27-0. Skyhawks.
It was skying all over the field right there. It was Jedi Nelson went all the way down. A little bit of a scuffle after the play, too. Refs had to break it up. You had, Peyton Higginson, who has 2 touchdowns tonight, and Gritzmacher actually getting into it. Both guys getting into each other's faces. They know, that it's a playoff game. But what you don't want to do if you're Salem is like, I know that Peyton Higginson is the bigger guy. He's the veteran guy. But I like right now that his veteran teammate coming over talking to him. Hey, you can't get involved in that. You're up right now by 4 scores. You get suspended next week against Spanish Fork. I'm not saying the game will be over, but you can't take that chance. You got to let that be.
No, you have everything to lose and nothing to gain there as Dinkins puts it through 28-0 Skyhawks.
In the first half of play, Skyhawks go on 28-0.
Stick around for our halftime show. Bryce Larson will take you around the state, give you all the scores and updates. Also, give you an update on Game 1 of the World Series. A lot going on tonight. UNLV, Boise State in college football. A lot to get to at the half.
So I have to do this because I wouldn't get a chance to do this on air to you. So you're picking the Dodgers, right, Jordan, to win the World Series?
Yeah, going Dodgers. Going Dodgers, Ron, you know me.
You never ask a Giants fan or a Padres fan if you want the Dodgers to win the World Series because they'll give you that answer.
Oh, man.
But also, everybody hates the Yankees. So Jordan's not watching the World Series.
It's Bryce and I, tune in every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. It's Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson. We talked about it this morning. You hate
this World Series.
Most of the country hates both.
I hate the World Series.
But you can't not watch the World Series.
Exactly. It's the World Series, man. So it's really a really bad love-hate relationship for me right now. It's baseball.
It is. It's tough. But it's like, I'm not going to watch 2 All-Star teams in the World Series.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to see. That's literally like watching the Cavs and the Golden State Warriors in NBA basketball. We know who was going to make it. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fun. You don't like that. They needed to get some NIL going in the MLB so it could be even.
Well, it was the D-backs and the Rangers last year.
That was pretty fun.
That was a good series. Ball is Dinkins puts the kickoff through the end zone. So starting at the 20 will be Tooele trailing 28-0 with 4:06 to play in the half. And Salem Hills will get the kickoff in the second half. So Tooele just trying to get something positive going here. Pater goes under center. The wing T offense. Shift to the back and a break to the outside. He has some room. Break it back inside. Stays on his feet at the 35. Out near the 38-yard line. A great run there by Maverick Clarkson.
See, that's what's frustrating about Tooele's offense right now. They've moved the chains. They even gotten to the 50, gotten to the 40, but no points. And I don't even think it's Salem Hills defense. I just think it's bad execution by the offense.
Another give up the middle. This one, nothing doing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Timeout taken, though, by the Salem Hills defense there. They're thinking about getting this ball back with some time. 3:41 to play.
I know it's early, but if you can get the ball back and go up 35-0, like, Jordan, I'm going to be honest, I think this is the I don't want to say easiest, but this is probably the lightest cruises 28 points that you've had to go through with moving your football. Not a lot of explosive plays, just playing within your offense. If you go up 35-0, playing this good of football, being simple, maybe by the end of the third quarter, give your players a rest and then get ready for Spanish Fork next week. I know that's looking ahead, but right now Tooele's not done a lot of things good getting past the 40 to get into the red zone. So it's been all Salem Hills right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's your ideal situation if you're Salem Hills, because you're going to need it. You're going to need your guys next week if you can hang on to this one heading over to Spanish Fork for that. Look, that's a rivalry game in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and that's going to be a big one for sure. Those two schools, I don't want to say make it like it's bad blood, but don't like each other, don't want to lose to one another. It's a rivalry game for a reason. That's why I was talking about the scuffle. You need Peyton Higginson. You need all of your guys. Get them out in the third quarter, get some rest, yeah, get started for next week.
28-0 Skyhawks right now. 3:41 to play in the second quarter. We have more whistles down there coming out of the timeout.
I don't know if it's a clock issue, but the coach is pointing to something down the field. I don't know what is going on.
Now they say we're ready to go. Take the snap, give on the left side, cut it back up past the 40, taken down at the 43.
Number 11, Maverick.
That was Clarkson on the carry.
You know, I have to admit to something, Jordan, tonight. That's like the second or third base pass that they missed on Salem Hills. Salem Hills, and they're playing phenomenal. They're winning the ball game. But I'm just saying penalties that maybe might get Tooele some momentum getting into the red zone down there into Tooele, into Salem Hills territory. They missed yet another one. And I know what the issue was that they were calling. It looks like the change people had to change it to second down. It wasn't first. It was second down.
Okay.
So the coach wanted to make sure it got changed so that way they didn't get 5 downs instead of 4. People are making that up. We've seen this in football where guys think 4th down is 3rd down. And then, 4th down really should be turnovers on downs. We've seen this.
Oh, we've seen it. So another timeout taken by Salem Hills. They have 1 remaining. 3:35 to play in the half. 3rd down and 6 for Tooele. Ball at their own 42. Prater under center, takes the snap, give to the left side. It's Clarkson again, hesitates, now extends, has the 1st down, and he is knocked down at the 45-yard line, and a late flag comes in. This may be 15 more for Tooele.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it's about time that Tooele got a flag in their favor. Salem Hills has done some things that, I'm not going to say that have been dirty or anything, but definitely refs have missed it tonight for sure. This is definitely going to be 15 yards. I think they'll be added to it. And I think that will get them close to almost red zone territory. You know what sucks about that if you're Salem Hills? You have straight up, you burn 2 timeouts to stop it. Not saying you're trying to be greedy. You're trying to be efficient, right? But you're trying to get the ball back. Maybe you shouldn't have burned those. Maybe you should let the clock go. Trust your defense. And then maybe you got the ball back. But now you're down to 1 timeout, and Tooele's got the ball.
Yeah, look, the ball's down at the 33-yard line. And, Tooele, you got to hustle, but that's kind of your normal MO anyway, as you get to the line quickly. So plenty of time, 3:28, 2 timeouts for Tooele. Little reverse run up the middle by, that again is Gritzmacher. Good productive run, knock him down at the 32.
That play worked that time, phenomenal, because you've been running the ball outside, inside. So defenders moving, and what you do is you put a guy in motion in front, and then you pitch it back a little bit shorter than you did the first time.
Prater under center. Give to the right side. Take it up near the 21 where he's knocked down. Good for a 1st down. Clock stops as they move the chains. 2:58 to play.
Still outside of it, Jordan, but looks like they're a yard or 2 on their first red zone trip of the night.
Willa trailing 28-0, looking to get on the board. The give up the middle and nothing doing. Getting back to the line of scrimmage is Roser.
If you're going to have your lineman jump that quickly and push up, you got to either pull the quarterback or you got to go shotgun and bring a guy in motion and then pitch the ball in front of him and let it get some space. You can't really turn around and hand the ball off.
Takes the snap, give it to the right side this time, and again, not a whole lot doing. Knocked down at the 21. That was Clarkson again on the carry, and it brings up a 3rd and long.
In the game of football, I can tell you right now from playing, if you run motions, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're pulling players, if guys are getting to the second level and the guy is not following behind them quickly, if you're having to turn around and hand off, that is way too much time for defensive linemen, secondary guys to get downhill, and that's what's happening. Not saying the play calls are bad, just the formations need to be different.
So now we dip under 2 minutes. 3rd down and 10. Back to pass. Prater looking, has a man in the flat. It is caught down to the 10-yard line and near the 6, where he's finally knocked down. 1st and goal to Willa.
What a play call right there. You love that. Rosser right there slips out on the under route. That's exactly what you call a guy. You flush everybody out, let him run across the defender's face. You can't let that happen as a DB. Now they're inside the goal line. 1st
and goal at the 7. Takes the snap. QB sneak. He's going to fall forward toward the 5 where he'll be knocked down. Minute 26 and rolling.
Number 50.
You got all the momentum right now. No need to rush. You got your timeouts. You're at the 5. Be patient.
The Buffaloes.
You got to think this is 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
Under center, Pater has it. Give it to the right side. Cut back in at the 4, taken down near the 3. That is Clarkson again, as we are going to dip under a minute. But more importantly, 3rd and goal.
Sore down territory, like you said, Jordan. I think they're going to run 2 more plays, especially with the clock running. You're not going to give the ball back before you attempt to get in the end zone.
They get to the line, takes a snap, give up the middle, working his way near the goal line. Rosser's going to be kept out. They should mark him at the 2. 42 seconds. Again, Tooele has a couple timeouts they could use, not electing to use it here on 4th and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line.
So close right there, just couldn't get off that foot being tackled right there, but that's where you need your quarterback, your running back, your big boys. Push your guy over, man. It's 2 yards. You go full-on rugby scrum, as I like to call it, and you get into that end zone. Here's your best play call, Jordan, of the first half. You got one for the end of the game if you need to get a first down and to win the game. This is when you bust out those 5 to 8 play calls that you look at. You got to have your best one right here.
Interesting move here by Tooele. They're going to let the clock tick all the way down to 4 seconds before they take a timeout. Let this be the last play of the half. So, look, the only way you're in trouble is if there's a penalty or something.
And it could happen.
You usually want to give yourself a little time, but
you're true.
Ball at the 2, 4th and goal. They're going to take a timeout. They're going to talk about it, and this is a huge play here for Tooele.
You know, I was just talking with a good source of mine, a friend of the program, producer. You know, no, it was Bryce Larson doing a wonderful job on the camera tonight. But Bryce brought up a very good point. And Jordan, I just have to bring it up. Do you just take the penalty of your Salem Hills? Do you go 12, 13, 14?
You talking to Dan Lanning over
there? Hey, and here's the thing. I just want to bring it up. Dan Lanning knew exactly what he was doing. Now the NCAA is investigating that. So, hey, why not? Hey, I haven't counted the guys yet, but hey, throw some more guys out there.
Look, if the rule is the same, you're absolutely right. So here we go. Ball at the 2. Pater under center. And he fumbles the snap. It doesn't matter who gets on it. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Oh, what a disaster and turn of events for Tooele. They were poised to score. They fumbled the snap. There's 1 second left on the clock.
That's what type of night it's been for Tooele. That's just what their type of night is. It's still a half left to play, but you got to correct it, man. The center snapped the ball, and the quarterback wasn't even ready. He realizes it's being snapped and is trying to jump. You can't have that at the 2-yard line. You're that close. It's so unfortunate. It's unacceptable for your offense to do that. You let the clock roll down to 4 seconds, Jordan. You and I just talked about it. Oh, what happens would it be a penalty? Well, you know what's opposite of a penalty? Turning the football over and a fumble. And now you get no points. You're going into halftime with absolutely no momentum whatsoever.
Yeah, you'd think Salem Hills would just kneel on it here.
Yep, they're probably going to do that.
Jedi Nelson under center will take the snap, take a knee, and we will go to the half. Wow. So the Skyhawks in charge. They lead it 28-0 over Tooele. We'll be back with our halftime report after this.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
Mountain Podcast on ESPN 960, 105.1 HD2, and ESPN 960 Sports on
Welcome back into Salem Hills High School here in Salem, Utah. Halftime, your score 28-0. Salem Hills leads over the Buffaloes of Tooele. I want to remind you, this program brought to you by our friends over at Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake City. Intermountain Bobcat, helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. At the half, the band on the field performing their hit songs for this halftime here at Salem Hills High School. And as we get into the halftime report, it's been all Salem Hills so far tonight. Tooele had their best drive of the night. You just saw it on the other side, where they got down to the 2-yard line and just had one mishap on a 4th down. That's the risk you take when you run the clock all the way down. Not a bad idea to run the clock all the way down just in case something like that happens. So a smart move on Tooele for that. But it's just been one-sided all night long, both on the offensive and defensive side for Salem Hills. They are getting it done. Peyton Higginson with 2 touchdowns already so far here. And really good job and execution by the Salem Hills offense. Now, I will say there's been a couple of mishaps by Salem Hills that they could clean up in the first half. 2 fumbles, but they were able to jump back on both of those 2 fumbles. So that could have went a lot worse for the Skyhawks than what actually happened there in the first half. So Salem Hills leads this one 28-0 right here at Salem Hills High School. This is the Americans for Prosperity halftime report. Want to remind you to check out Americans for Prosperity at americansforprosperity.org. They want to encourage you to get out and vote this election season, and you can learn more at americansforprosperity.org. We'll take a quick break here. Coming up around the corner, we're going to take a look around at the scores from around the state of Utah, as well as the world of sports. We'll get you a score on the World Series. We'll keep you updated with everything going on around the nation. Coming up next, right here, you're listening to the Game of the Week, where Salem Hills leads 28-0 on ESPN 960.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal. And Niumatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. But in the end, it had to work out for both sides, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me, my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 1051 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitake, and BYU football, Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 1051 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric.
Welcome back into Salem Hills High School. Score at the half, 28-0 in favor of the Skyhawks of Salem Hills. So we take you through halftime. I'm going to go through a couple of scores from around the state of Utah, as well as around the nation, and give you an update on the World Series and other sporting events going on at the moment. Do want to remind you to stick around for our PostNet postgame show, brought to you by our friends over at PostNet in Spanish Fork, 826 Expressway Lane, just off of Highway 6. Check out their virtual mail. It scans directly to your phone or computer, lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork has virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solutions. As we get further into halftime between Salem Hills and the Buffaloes of Tooele, we want to take a look around the state of Utah, let you know exactly what's going on with some of these teams that are in action tonight. Starting at the 6A playoff level, only 4 teams in action in the 6A classification. Riverton and Pleasant Grove doing battle tonight. Right now, Riverton leads that one up 14-7 at halftime. Copper Hills taking on Westlake. That's your other 6A matchup right now. At the half, Copper Hills currently up 20-17 over Westlake. Now, the winner of those two games will go on to play either Corner Canyon or Skyridge, the top two seeds in the 6A playoffs. At the 5A level, a lot more games going on around the state. We'll keep it down here a little bit more local. Cedar Valley currently up 27-21. About 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter over Woods Cross there. Granger and Box Elder. Box Elder up 16-14 in the second quarter. Highland is currently up 7-0 at halftime over Springville. That's a game at Springville, by the way. They're the higher seed in that one. Wasatch currently leads West Jordan on the road 10-7 at half. And Alta Bonneville underway right now. No score being reported for that one, but we'll give you an update as soon as we can get one there. In the 4A classification, down in St. George, actually this game is at Murray. Snow Canyon, though, taking it to Murray in the fourth quarter already, 27-0 in that game. Uinta currently up 38-7 as they host Mountain View. That one also in the fourth quarter. They're cruising there. 28-14, Desert Hills leads Jordan in the second quarter. We also have Timpanogos hosting Bear River tonight. 14-13 in the second quarter, just about to go to halftime there. A couple of other games from around the state of Utah as well. Down at the 3A state level, Juan Diego taking care of Carbon 17-0 at the moment. Canyon View hosting North Sanpete, 26-0 there. And Ogden absolutely rolling against Union, 42-0. I'll take you around, give you a little update with the World Series. Looks like that one's still 0-0 right now in the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs at the moment. No score between the Dodgers and the Yankees. And elsewhere around, we've got a couple of NCAA college football games going on tonight. Boston College and Louisville at the half, 20-7 your score there. Boston College is up. Boise State UNLV will be kicking off tonight at 8:30. You have Rutgers and USC kicking off at 9 p.m. on Fox. We'll take another break. We'll come back, and on the other side, we'll throw it back over to Jordan Bianucci and Ron Weaver III for the second half of this one. Currently, Salem Hills leads at 28-0 at the half. We'll be back on the other side with more high school football action in your game of the week on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
And Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. You know, but in the end, you know, it had to work out for both sides. You know, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, you know, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Welcome back to Salem Hills, where the Skyhawks in charge. They lead Tooele 28-0 as we get ready for quarter number 3. Jordan Bianucci alongside Ronald Weaver III. It'll be Salem Hills getting the ball here, Ron. And look, if Tooele can't get a stop, once you're up 5 touchdowns, I should say, then they roll the clock.
They do roll the clock, and honestly, we thought that it was going to be maybe a 2-score, 3-score ball game, and Salem Hills is going to have to come out and fight a little bit more. They fumbled the ball at the 1-yard line, and for those that are just joining us, whether that be on the ESPN 960 radio stream, the ESPN 960 app, or the YouTube stream, guys, it was 28-0. You know, in the ball game at Tooele had got a 15-yard penalty from Salem Hills, and they moved the ball all the way down to the 1 to 2 yard line, and then called timeout with 4 seconds left, Jordan, and they fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line. Embarrassing. Not good, because you've been able to run the ball effectively. I think you're averaging about 4.5 yards per carry, but you just haven't been able to get into the end zone.
Absolutely. I mean, you said it. This has been not an offense that's been completely stymied during the first half. It's just taking advantage of those opportunities. The pass game, guys have been open, just haven't been able to connect. So you're up against the ropes right now if you're Tooele as we get ready to start quarter number 3 here at Salem Hills. Appreciate Bryce Larson taking halftime, taking you around the state and around the world of sports tonight as it's playoff, or I should say playoff football throughout the
everything
state
right now. You know, you think about just where it's at right now. Beautiful camera work by Bryce, too, showing that Salem Hills Skyhawks right now. Skyhawking all over the Buffaloes right now.
They are indeed. Another reminder, as always, high school football presented by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today. Also, high school, our game of the week is always presented by Americans for Prosperity, who want to remind you to get out and vote in this next election season.
I must ask you then, Jordan, are you going to vote this election?
I am.
Don't ask me you vote for, but ask if you're going to vote.
I am going to vote. I think my ballot's come in the mail already. As you see a shot of the globe. Wow.
That's coming to the picture. That's coming to the picture, the globe. Like Jordan said, you can vote all across the world. But what I like about this is that shows the motherland. That shows Africa, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I got my roots from West Africa, from Togo. So shout out to Bryce Larson on that. Guys, that just happened to show Africa.
It's incredible that he knew that.
Incredible that I knew that. Yeah, 100%.
No, he knew. He got Togo, right?
He did. He got 100%. I know. Shout out to Bryce, man. Well, I mean, Bryce is familiar with Africa, but you have to ask him that the story for a later day. But no, right now the world is Salem Hills. I mean, 28-0. The playbook is theirs. I mean, I think they know you could be up 5 touchdowns and get a running clock. I think they're going to come out, go down, score, and then try to put the game out of reach early.
Oh, absolutely. as Tooele prepares to kick it away. Once again, Skyhawks 28. Tooele is still looking to get on the board here. And the winner of this game is looking at a matchup with Spanish Fork next week.
Number 4 seed, I believe, too.
Down. The Dons will, yeah, they're just waiting at home, just a couple miles from here. So here we go. Wilcox to kick it away. He's put pretty much everything in the end zone. This one will head to the back of the end zone, and Salem Hills will start at the 20.
That's the 20-yard line where your Skyhawks start. 1st and 10.
Brady Higginson had all type of success in the first half. Yeah, he's back on the field. I think you feed the beast. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. And it's been 50-50 balls. You just come down with every ball.
Yeah, Salem Hills looking for that knockout punch. We've seen a lot of shotgun this year from Salem Hills. We've seen, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but a good amount under center tonight, including right here to start the second half. Handoff up the middle. He'll get maybe 4 before he's taken down.
You want to have the whole playbook open, Jordan. It's the playoffs, right? You want to go for broke. I don't mind people going for it on 4th down, you know, inside the red zone, picking your moments, because you got one game. You don't get a series. You don't get basketball. You don't get baseball. You have to win now. So I understand the whole playbook being at the discretion.
2nd and 6, ball at the 24-yard line. Nelson going to go under center. Takes a snap, another give up the middle. Some running room up to the 30-yard line. Falling forward was Ledger Holmes, and that's a guy we've said his name a lot tonight, Ron.
100%. I still think it's time for him to get into the end zone. I still think he will. A lot of speed. That just opens up your playbook more. It's a guy you can run the football with. You can pitch it to him. You can put him out in the flats. It's a good piece to have in playoff football.
They moved the chains here, and now Salem Hills will really run some clock. Play clock under 20.
Crazy, because we haven't heard from Tate Allred tonight that much, which that just shows you how dynamic Salem Hills is, that they can go with either 2 or 3 backs.
That's true. I mean, the last time we were here, we called his name a lot. 1st and 10 under center. Nelson takes it. A give up the middle and a fumble. Ball on the ground. Who's got it? I think Salem Hills fell on it. They did. That's the 3rd fumble of the night for the Skyhawks. They have retained all 3.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers actually for Salem Hills, they do fumble the ball quite a bit, but they have a lot of recoveries. They recover their own fumbles. So maybe they're just lucky. I don't know what it is. Maybe the ball just doesn't bounce the right way. But Tate Allred had coming right out of the game right now. Hasn't touched the ball a lot. Gets it back in there, fumbles right off the bat. When you don't play or get a lot of touches, that could happen. Ledger Holmes back in the backfield.
2nd and 12. They fake it to Holmes, rolling out to his left. Now Nelson hit as he throws deep. It is nearly picked off.
Nelson's back.
Coming over the top was Grady Simmons, and he nearly picked it off.
And he has one earlier. He caught the underthrown ball going back to the first half in the 2nd quarter to change the swing momentum and got it. Almost had another one right there.
It's possible that a team down 28-0, they may be, the guy over there may win our defensive player of the game.
If he gets 2 picks, even if they lose, absolutely. I know you don't want to pick somebody from the losing team, but hey, if he got that pick, oh, it's no doubt.
That would have been a great play.
He was behind the plate, trailed, and got back in it to do like that. Yeah, no doubt about it.
So now 3rd and 12, ball at the 28. Into the shotgun goes Nelson. 3 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass. Looking under pressure. Sets up the screen. Holmes has it at the 30. Up to the 35. He has the 40 and more. He may take it down to the other 40. He does. Now he has the end zone in his sights. One man to beat. Touchdown, Salem Hills.
What a beautiful call right there. You don't beat that right there. That is what you love to see. You love to see that. Man, what a screen pass right there. Set that up. He waited. Beautiful. It's a fake, but it looks like there's a flag, so that potentially could be coming back. We'll have to wait to see what it is. But if it upholds, Jordan, it's a beautiful screenplay right there.
It really was. Flag all the way back.
Oh, it's coming back, it looks like, maybe.
At that 33. I think you're right.
Oh, yep, he's going to talk to the coach. Looks like that one might be that's so unfortunate, too, because that was a beautiful play call. Blocking the back, it looks like they're going to call.
Illegal block goes against the Skyhawks.
So, indeed, illegal block. That'll placed the ball at the Tooele 43-yard line. So a good gain, but not a touchdown, obviously.
And that's exactly where he was able to break that last tackle and go to the house. So that would make sense of that flag being called right there. But, hey, and it's so tough because when a guy gets in space, you know, and he gets that far because you think a guy just might get 5 or 10 yards or just the first, you try to get the guy here. You start turning, you start pushing, you shove a guy, you chip back, and then, you know, that's undisciplined, and you kill your touchdown drive. But you still got a first down going into the opposition.
9:49 to play in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Skyhawks. Into the shotgun goes Nelson. Play clock down to 2. He rolls to his right, has a man in the flat, drops it off to him. Now he has some room up to the 40. Going to be knocked and take one defensive man with him, and he's going to be near the first down marker. Stays in bounds.
It's complete out to the right, the number 37.
That was all red.
That's how you make up for it right there when you fumble. You get back in the game automatically.
By the way, we do officially have a running clock for it.
Young line, which is good enough for another.
Sounds like the clock didn't start. They missed that on that. Bryce Larson catching that. So the time on our screen is not accurate. We'll get that up today here shortly, but I think they forgot to press the clock.
Bryce didn't, though. Get Bryce on the official clock. Yeah, just a nice untimed down there.
But that's a great play by Tate to fumble and get it back, and that's a big boy. You're going to have to go low on him to get him down.
Under center goes Nilsson. Ball at the 32. Pitch it to the left. Cutting it to the outside. And that is Holmes again being knocked out shy of the 30, and a late flag comes in for what I assume is going to be a late hit.
It was a bunch of late hits on that. It was a late hit by, by him. It was a late hit by, number 11 for Salem Hills. A bunch of people. Gritzmacher's going to get flagged again for the second time there. Had one on offense, one on defense. A little bit almost of a horse collar, too, the way he had him up there. So you got to be smart. When you hit to White, let the guy go.
Yeah, maybe some frustration starting to set in here.
Definitely for Gritzmacher. He got into it with Peyton Higginson in the first half after a block in the face of that playoff football. So you understand he got nicked up in the first half. They really got his number tonight. He's not able to break free like he would like. So, yeah, it's going to be frustration built for sure in a playoff game when emotions are high.
Look, and the officials having a long discussion about it. On the near sideline.
Oh, this might be going against Salem Hills because the coach is taking his hat off.
Never a good sign, Ron.
Never a good sign if the hat comes off. We've seen it twice if the hat come off. It might be offsetting penalties, I feel like, and that's what I think he's upset about because Gritzmacher tackles late. Then the Salem Hills guy, I think it was number 11, comes over, bodies number 10 out of the way. So I think it's offsetting penalties. I think that's what he might be upset about. I could be wrong. We'll have to wait to see what it is. But if it is, that is frustrating for a coach when your guy gets tackled late and now you're upset because you're going to call a bump after that.
Face masking goes against the Buffalo.
So the first call, face mask against, or rather personal foul against Tooele, and you're right, Ron. One against the Skyhawks offsetting.
Yeah, I can see that because I was the chippy guy playing rugby. If you bump my teammate, I was bumping you right after. I was the guy where I wasn't going to let you do it. So that's the right call. You offset it. You put it down. No coach is upset about that, but good call by the officials. You got the face mask. You got the extra personal foul after play ball.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 32. And now we got another stoppage. A year of doing high school football, Ron, I've noticed the officials, they're in no hurry.
No hurry at all. I think they get paid by the hour. I don't know what the game check is, if it's a hourly check or if it's a game check, but no rush today at all for a playoff game on this beautiful, Friday night. And you started early.
That's right. A lot of visits. Making sure they get it right.
And they did, so you got to respect it because they've gotten it right. We complain about officiating at all levels, but they got it right.
So here we go. 9:06 to play in the third quarter, and we are going to have more whistles. What is going on? Look, and here's the thing. Neither team wants to see this. You got guys just standing around out there in late October.
When it's cold, and their body blood is going. And I know these guys have played in colder weather. They're all from Utah and played in Utah, or at least it got established to whether they move from. And Salem Hills wants to go up and have the running clock and 5 touchdowns and get out in the third quarter so they can get on. Tooele is trying to get a good stop and get back into the ballgame. You got to get the game moving.
And I think he's trying to get the clock started, and the clock operator's just not having it. Bryce is on it. The official clock operator is not. Now he is. Now a throw over the middle, and Nelson just air mills one that's nearly picked off.
Again by number 18. Again by Simmons. He's just in the right place at the right time. That ball was a little far. But again, for the fact that the interception almost went to him, that's like the third time. He's got good coverage tonight. I know he's got beat for a touchdown, but his size, man, you got to love his size and what he brings to you over there at, a 6'3" defensive back. You don't get that too often, in high school football.
Yeah, pretty impressive, pretty imposing.
Watch this matchup between him and Peyton Higginson on the edge.
2nd and 10 under center. Nelson gonna throw it, play fake. He's looking that way. He's gonna throw to Holmes, who's wide open at the 10. He has him. He walks in, touchdown, Salem Hills.
Hey, I said he was going to get into the end zone before it was a night. And what better way than for Ledger Holmes to get into the end zone for Salem Hills. 5th touchdown of the night, and now you get the running clock going. But I said, hey, give him a matter of time. He'll get into the end zone. Is a good player like that, who's a sophomore, who's got that much elusive speed, who's going to give Tooele problems on the defensive side. You want him to play, get his legs fresh, because you're going to need him next week.
And a well-designed play there. So 34-0 Skyhawks as Dinkins looks to make it 35. Snaps high, but the hold is good. And the kick's through 35-0. Skyhawks. 8:53 to play in the third quarter, I should say. By the way, that touchdown, as always, brought to you by Les Schwab. Check out their 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Visit your local Les Schwab today or book an appointment online at leschwab.com.
In dental visits, it's risk-free and peaceful. For free. Welcome, dental.
So with 8:53 to play, Tooele will get the ball back here.
Ledger Holmes, man, he's as reliable as an MLB sack fly. As the Dodgers are up 1-0 in the World Series, just had to get that plug, right there for baseball right there, of course. But, yeah, right now you love everything. Salem Hills, I think, will definitely go for a 6 touchdown. And then if they keep it 0, 37, 35, 42-0, they'll definitely sit their guys for that.
Deacon sends it out of the end zone, so this will start at the 20, and the clock is officially running.
Rasmussen and Rasmussen and Company, we provide ourselves on having a selection to meet all budgets. This includes engagement rings, large diamonds, pendants, watches. Rasmussen.
We'll get the official time for you on the screen here in just a second. It's a running clock, like Jordan said officially, so the clock will run for the rest of the game unless Tooele scores.
Now a handoff. Left side for Tooele. The scrum pushing him forward near the 30. Still pushing him forward, and he's going to be right near and has a first down.
Handoff goes off to the right side. Gets a pile to middle.
Quite see
the 31
who it was on the carry. I think that was Rosser.
It might have been Rosser. Also got to give a shout out to my guy, Zach Robinson, producer, coming in with the stats, always helping me out. Got to give a plug for him.
Back under center. Handoff right side, going to be stopped short of the 33. So 2nd and long upcoming for Tooele as the clock ticks under 7.5.
Jagger Archuleta, ball is spotted at about the 33-yard line.
Run the ball well right now. You love that whole rugby scrum. You got a first down. You got 3 yards on that. So or 2. You got a 2nd, 8, 2nd and 7. You're going to run again.
Back under center goes Pater. Handoff left side, and a lot of running room over there up past the 50 and knocked out of bounds. That is Gritzbacher.
Except this time what they did on that play call, Jordan, just to break it down for people. They're in the wing T option, the double reverse. They fake to the running back, and they just hand directly to Gritzbacher. He got the DBs actually to bike to come down a little bit earlier. Once he gets to the edge, he's got all the speed in the world.
Now they hustle to the line, and this has been the story, Ron. They've moved the ball, just haven't been able to score. Another give, this time up the middle, and I think this is Rosser with it. And he's going to find his way to the 44-yard line.
I like the play calling right now. See, you're mixing it up. What you do, they're going to go to Rosser. You give it to Gritzmacher. Gritzmacher's going to come around. You hand it right to Rosser, run up the middle. You got to, if you're going to go up-tempo, you got to switch it up. Keep them confused.
2 wide receivers split to the right here. Takes the snap. Going to roll right. Throw. Has a man underneath. Caught at the 41 and is going to be wrestled down there. That was Clarkson on the reception.
For 11, off to the right side.
So it sets up a 3rd and fairly short for the Buffaloes.
You got a 3rd and 3 here. I don't mind that actual play call. It keeps them on the toes, and it gives you better position because you're running the football well. You have to assume they'll run here and get the first, but you like that they did that.
Ball on the right hash. Takes the snap. Give up the middle. Roser's going to hit backfield, and there's a fumble. Ball on the ground. I think Tooele got on it. They did, so they retain possession.
And what a play by Gritzmacher. To be able to run out, he wasn't in the play at all. Fumbles, falls right on it, because if he doesn't, that ball's the other way for sure. Salem Hills is all right over there.
Well, now instead of a 4th and 2, you have a 4th and 5.
We'd like to thank Jimmy Black.
Clock still rolling here, 35-0, Salem Hills. Looking to move on and take on the Dons next week, crosstown. Pater goes under center, gonna roll to his left. Throw, and it is batted down at the line. A turnover on down. Salem Hills takes over it.
Great defensive stop by Salem Hills. You actually had nowhere to go on that. It was all blown up. It's just unfortunate because when you don't pass the ball a lot and you get in these 4th and 4s or 5s, it makes your play calling really tough and allow Salem Hills just to sit back, and they get home with 4 anyway. They can go 3-4, and then they pin their ears back, and you really can't throw anybody.
So, see if Jedi Nelson heads back out there, leading 35-0. I do not see him. Looks like I think it's going to be the backup.
Definitely the backup. No, you're right. It's definitely been a change. Ledger Holmes still in the game, but the quarterback change has been done.
The backup is Ryder Hills. Not sure if that's who it is. Think it is. Little handoff here up the middle, cutting it back to the 50, getting knocked down at the 48 is
and at quarterback we have Ryder
Fuselman, as Hills is the backup quarterback in there now. 4.5 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
It's already been confirmed on the field, but I look right now. Jedi Holmes is dabbing up players. Got a handshake from the coach this night. Is done. Did his job. Came out here, executed the offense, and now get your backups, get some time, because again, it's a game of attrition, deep playoff run.
Absolutely. Get some rest, get geared up for next week.
Ledger Holmes' night is done. Looks like a lot of guys.
Hills will go under center here. Let the play clock tick all the way under 5. Takes the snap on 2nd and 2, and we have flags.
It's a false start. They're going to get him on that. Cadence is different. That's the sucky part about when you get a backup quarterback is they're used to, Jedi, Nelson's, snap count, things like that. And you're getting some of that trying to figure out with the backup quarterback. Guys jump right before the ball is snapped. You got to fix that, figure that out.
Ball will be placed at the 46.
I'd also like to thank
Ryder Hills, the junior, 5'9", 180 pounds.
Find the perfect community board.
It's going to be in the shotgun here on a 2nd and 7. 3 wide receivers split to the right. Hales looks over at the sideline now. Lifts his leg, sends the back out in motion. Takes the snap, going to roll right. Still rolling, still rolling. A lot of space in front of him. He'll throw it, though. And he has a man at the 30, down inside the 25.
What a play call right there. You bring your wide receiver in the X spot all the way across. The linebackers are forced to stay over there because they have to backtrack. The DBs have to stay in their zone man that they're in. And the quarterback's just able to find the receiver right there in that little space because you run that guy across the formation. Beautiful play call.
Yeah, got the senior Wade Jones there. Ball down to the 24-yard line.
Experienced and passionate group of orthodontic rock stars specializing in brain engineering.
1st and 10, 2:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. Now 3 wide receivers to the left for Hale. Takes the snap, and ball's on the ground. Hale's going to recover it, pick it up, and be sacked in the backfield. Who was it?
Fumble in the
It was Ryan Durfee who gets the sack.
standby.
Ryan Durfee's been around tonight. He's been in the mix. He's had the slot receiver for most of the game, so he's been matched up with a bunch of different guys tonight, not on the edge, but a guy that's that good, nickel corner that you want in that spot, and he's able to get the sack right there. Again, cadence, that's what that comes down to. Quarterback hasn't played low snap, isn't able to recover it, and then congrats on that sack to Ryan Durfee.
So ball back at the 33. It's a 2nd and 19.
By our heist and well-trained employees. Western Industrial Core Company.
Hales in the gun, takes the snap. Back to pass, looking, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run for it. Had some room. Up past the 30, and he's going to be upended at the 26-yard line. So back near the original line of scrimmage.
It's brought down by
Going to bring up a 3rd, we'll call it 11.
That's manageable here. And if not, you give your field goal kicker an opportunity to maybe get a kick in. You're going to need that because it's playoff football. Things come down to kicks sometimes. So if you don't convert on the first down, it's okay.
Meanwhile, Giancarlo Stanton just hit one to Santa Ana, and it's 2-1 Yankees.
Well, I'll say it right now. When you come at, Aaron Judge like that with 4 fastballs, Stanton's going up there swinging at the first one.
Empty for Hales. He's under a lot of pressure, rolling to the left. Looking, has a man underneath, gets it to him. He's at the 20, breaks inside, and knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line. That was Tragan Fuselman on the reception.
That's called turn nothing into something right there. And that's exactly what happened. It was supposed to be a loss, a tackle, a sack. Now, instead of that, you got a 4th and maybe 4th and 4 that you can work with.
All spotted at the 17-yard line. Brings up 4th and 3.
Meanwhile, you got Ryder Hales, a junior, somebody that you can look at for next year, but that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Skyhawks in charge, leading Tooele 35-0. It's your game of the week on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right.
Welcome back to Salem Hills, where the Skyhawks lead Tooele 35-0 as we begin the 4th quarter.
Coach is on the field again. Hey, it's been a crazy thing. The refs have been late with the play clock. The play clock guys been off tonight. The refs have missed a couple of calls, got a couple of calls right. And we got the Tooele coach I get it's during, the quarter switch, but on the field in the middle, in the officials, I don't know what he was saying, but I don't know what to say about that, George.
Yeah, he was way out there.
The furthest I think I've seen a coach on the field this season.
Yeah, coming
back from break, breaking this open, breaking up the officials huddle. Anything with the break, people are doing tonight.
Oh, man. So on 4th and 3, we are going to have Dinkins come out and try a field goal. It's going to be a 34-yarder over on the left hash. More than makeable for the right-footed kicker. Trying to make this a 38-0 game. Snaps high, hold down, kick is up. It is good. And he did it with the soundtrack behind him.
100% easy. That's crazy. I don't think I've had a kicker kick, having a soundtrack behind him. Hey, you got to prepare for it, right?
Hey.
It's going to be loud noise. You got to go on the road most likely. You got to go on the road next week if you win, not most likely you will. So, hey, it's going to be loud. It's going to be loud at the Don's building. So, you got to learn how to kick through that behind you because guess what? It's going to be loud over there too.
Oh, absolutely. 38-0 Skyhawks. So, Tooele will get the ball back here as the clock starts to tick down on their 2024 season. Another reminder, join Bryce Larson every weekday from 8 to 10 a.m. right on the ESPN 960 dial. We'll be talking about this one on Monday as well as a lot of other stuff. We'll be talking BYU football, Utah football, obviously the World Series. Utah Jazz are back in action.
There's something I just need you to tell Bryce, Obviously, he can hear me, but I want to be funny right now. If he could just, pitch a little BYU basketball, this week, I would really appreciate it. I know he's a football guy, but, it's starting up with the exhibitions, the KYU thing, as they say. He hates being called it, actually. Kevin Young, we'll see.
Yeah, we're on BYU basketball, just not getting enough attention.
Not getting attention, I know. It's all about football. As they got all the attention in the offseason.
Not getting enough attention. This kickoff's going to sail through the back of the end zone.
He almost kicked that through the upright.
Yeah, that's impressive. Look, we've seen Deacons a couple times this year. He has been really impressive.
He can hit from 50, man. He can. He's got a good foot. Need to figure out maybe after, the game is over, go talk to him, talk to his parents. Got any scholarships lined up, PWOs? You going to go play soccer in college? Got a leg, man.
He's a senior. So
exactly, that's why I said. These senior kickers, if you're out there, you play soccer, you play football, get that scholarship, man. Get that PWO. Like, there are guys that kick for a living, man. You can do it.
Little reverse here for Tooele, and there's some running room. Out past the 30, 40, 50. A lot of green grass in front of him. Back to the 20, down to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Tooele, they're on the board.
What a play. They run the double reverse to Gritzmacher. He hits it hard up the middle. He's able to get through all the tackles. Breaks about 2 or 3 of them. And then they're trying to grab him. Number 26 was coming down Hawking. He's fast too, but Gritzmacher is faster. Gets into the end zone. Tooele gets on the board, man.
Of all the ways to score tonight, Ron, Tooele has driven the length of the field or close to it a couple of times. And instead, they get it on the 80-yard run.
That one play makes up probably for like your entire first quarter offensive runs when you got that close.
It's unbelievable. Point after attempted here. It is up and good. Knocked through by Franklin Wilcox, and it is 38-7.
It's the extra point.
Still will have a running clock, I think. Maybe.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, you should.
It's or Salem Hills Skyhawks, 31.
So Salem Hills and Ryder Hells will get the ball right back.
I did my math, actually. They're up 31, so maybe they won't, because you have to be up 5 scores. And then 38 minus 7 is 31, so maybe they won't have a running clock.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe it won't. We'll see. If they do, great, which is what it should be, but maybe it won't be.
Yeah.
Beast Strands, high ball.
Wilcox getting ready to send this one deep. He approaches, kicks it off. That one's going to sail through the back of the end zone. And the Skyhawks will start at the 20.
Where your Skyhawks start, 1st and 10.
Looks like it still is a running clock, maybe because it's the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I would bet it is, but yeah, we're about to find out.
It's still rolling from what they're saying.
Pretty good-sized crowd on a Friday night. First round of the playoffs here at Salem Hills. An early 6 o'clock start on a cool evening.
Player that wasn't ready getting onto the field. That slowed your play clock down.
That's Fusselman getting in there. Play clock at 6. Hales in the shotgun, trying to get things organized. Play clock at 2. Takes the snap, give it to Fusselman, and he's going to be wrestled down in the backfield.
That's exactly what happens when you're late on the field. You get the play call late. You get a high snap, too. That was bound to happen. You got to be ready to go.
So, Markham back at the 15.
15 for the Skyhawks.
Obviously, the Skyhawks taking their time here.
No need to rush. Take it all the way down. Snap it at 5, 10, however you please.
Yeah. 3 wide receivers to the right. They send the back out, so an empty backfield. They throw it out to the right in the flat. And just getting back to the 20, or make that the 15. Back to the original line of scrimmage he goes.
Off to the right side. That'll bring up 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 15, clock rolling under 9. Meanwhile, we'll be at Provo next week as the Bulldogs host their first playoff game after their bye this week.
We'll talk about an explosive offense. The DiMartini twins go crazy over there.
Unbelievable. They're playing the best football at the best time of year. Hales back to pass, looking left, throws deep. Just a fluttering pass, coming back and making the grab as the receiver at the 30. Good for a first down.
That was a duck of a pass. That came out, that slipped. Tooele realized it too late, but the receiver saw it earlier. It got back. That should have been the other way. That was not what the quarterback wanted to do on that play.
Oh, that ball was in the air for about, that looked like the Stanton home run.
Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Hung up there forever.
That was up there for a while.
Wait for it to come down. Everybody watching saying, oh, no.
So ball at the 31, 1st and 10. Three wide receivers to the right now. 4 down linemen for Tooele. Hales takes the snap, give it up the middle, breaking it out to the outside, and then leaping one defender and taken down north of the 40.
Number 11,
that is Fusselman on the carry.
Gets by number 12.
Well, we saw, speaking of that high-powered Provo offense, we saw a dude last week, and it was actually, I can't remember the name of the player, but he went over a man. That was close.
That was close, yeah.
What's a penalty and what's not 100%. A penalty? Because that is in high school. You can't jump over a guy.
Yeah, we saw that, last week when it was Mountain View versus Provo. That's what it was the last game we were calling, and the running back jumped over, and he couldn't do that.
6:53 to play. Hales takes the shotgun snap, give it up the middle again, and taken down right away in the backfield is Fusselman.
Goes to number 11.
That's our guy, number 58.
Fusselman tries to go up the middle, gets stopped up by number 58.
Yeah, that's Dixon on the stop.
Started at the board.
6.5 to play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 13. Ball at the 38. The Skyhawks letting the play clock wind all the way down, under 15.
As they should. We talked about jumping over. A guy who has been, jumping. We're going to be calling it next week. And again, I talked about explosive offense, DiMartini twins. Oliver McKay. Yeah, jumps on you quick.
It's impressive. Now, fumble. Dropping it was Hales. He tries to get on it, squirts out. Who's got it? In the backfield, I think, in Salem Hills, fell on it again. Their 4th fumble of the night that they fell on.
We're going to go ahead, and just take care of business right now, Jordan, as I'm looking at everything, as we got the rolling clock and everything. I'm just going to go ahead and go with our guy for defensive drinks player of the game. I know it's going to be the losing team, which is crazy. People are like, well, why not the Spanish Fork, Salem Hills defense? They've been playing phenomenal, but the offensive minute, we're going to go ahead and name our guy, junior from Tooele, Luke Dickinson. He's got 3 tackles for loss. He's got a batted down pass, and he had the forced fumble on that play.
Hill's rolling right now, rolling left, throws back to his right, completed out near the 30. We got flags everywhere. Well, they talk about that. I'll let you know that Defense Drinks, they're a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. That's code ESPN960. Our Defense Drinks defensive player of the game, Luke Dixon, the junior for Tooele.
And he's a junior. That's the crazy part about it again. The 3 tackles for loss, the batted down pass, the forced fumble. The kid has been playing phenomenal. He comes through. He's a problem in that interior and on that edge for Tooele. And again, you get him for another year. Excited to see what that kid does next year coming back in this offseason for games.
After the penalty on Salem Hills, it's going to be a 4th and 20, and they're going to punt it away inside their own 20.
Smart move. You got the game wrapped up. No point to enter to do too much. Punt the ball away. Let your defense go play.
The punt is high. It's going to be fielded at the 36, called for a fair catch. And that's where Tooele will take it back with 4:40 to play in the ballgame.
Is that the first punt of the game for Salem Hills?
I think it might be.
Might be the first punt of the game. That's crazy. That just shows you how well your offense has been able to move. Confirmed it is. That's the first punt of the game. So that just tells you got your backups in.
Yep.
And you punted the ball with 4:40 in the fourth quarter, and you're up 38-7. Yeah, you're going to go ahead and call this one now. The clock still isn't zero. It would take Lily a miracle. I think the man above might have to come out, not being disrespectful, but I think you could say Salem Hills has won this one for sure.
Little reverse, and the ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Another fumble, and we'll see Salem Hills football, and that should just about wrap it up with 4.5 to go. A fumble, and we've had several fumbles tonight. That's the first one that the defense has recovered.
And that's your backup. That's Stephen Taylor, your 6'5", 190-pound tight end, who was able to fall on that.
So a turnover. And I don't see a flag, but we're having a discussion down there.
Officials have been discussing a lot tonight. You hope that whoever the officiating crew is for that Salem Hills Spanish Shore game, you hope if you're Salem Hills, the head coach is down like, let's not get these guys. There is a flag on the field.
Now I see it, yeah, all the way back at the 44-yard line, or 43.
Goodness, that's a late, that's a deep flag that far out.
Still no signal. Just putting the flag away has not made a signal. And an illegal substitution against the Skyhawks. So after all of that, Tooele's going to retain possession.
I guess that helps too, because maybe I made the defense string player too early and started to think that.
So they're going to take it at the 42, and Tooele's offense comes up to the line of scrimmage, and the officials go, we're going to duck.
Well, and that's what it was. The back judge threw it, so that would make sense of why he did that, because he's got the best position on that. So, took forever, but good call by him. Yeah. Just took a long discussion. It's lots of, communion over here.
Under center. Another reverse. A lot of room up the middle. Cut it back to the 40. 35-30. Down inside the 20. 15. He's going to make it inside the 5 where he's knocked down. That is Gritzmacher again.
Crazy that Tooele's offense tonight in the first and second quarter had over 100 yards rushing, and that Gritzmacher on the last 2 drives has over that with that double reverse. Like, we've been waiting for that the whole game. But hey, good momentum taking it to next season.
Yeah, maybe a little too late, but here's another double reverse, and Gritzmacher's going to be taken down for a big loss back behind the 10.
Yeah, that was a no-no right there. They sniffed it out, gives it to him. He runs backwards. He thinks, oh, maybe I can use all my speed. Hey, buddy, those 6'5" guys coming at you. Sometimes you don't want to do that.
By number 25 of the Skyhawk defense.
Just a reminder to the fans, so everybody knows we did name our defense string players of the game, so there won't be a post-game, just so everybody knows.
Now a fumble on the ground again, and I think Salem Hills has it. They do.
That's tough right there. Gritzmacher knows he fumbled it. He didn't secure it all the way. He was pulling his helmet before. That will do it pretty much, and that will seal pretty much the season for the Buffaloes for the 2024-25 season.
Well, so Tooele fumbles it. It's going to be Salem Hills ball just inside the 15. That was Leif Parrish hopping on it. .3:14 to play in the game. They roll the clock.
Student section saying fly, fly, fly. Well, you definitely have flown tonight. The Skyhawks have flown all over the Buffaloes as they lead 31 with 3 minutes left.
Hale's back out there. Under center this time. Offset I. Takes the snap, give it to the deep back. Gonna work his way up past the 15 near the 17 before he's taken down.
Run the ball a few more times, try to get under 2 minutes. Maybe you get, get the first down. And then once you get to minute 45, you kneel the ball and call a game. And I think that's what the game plan is.
The Buffalo Stevehead, Dixon.
Yeah, so join us next week. We'll be east of here, northeast in Provo. Don't know who the Bulldogs are taking on quite yet, but we'll have it for you on YouTube as well as ESPN 960.
Whoever it is going to have a tough matchup with the Martini boys, with Oliver McKay. It's a tough game you're going to be playing.
Congratulations.
Now a run over on the right side, up past the 20 near the 25. Going to be taken down to the 30. First down, Salem Hills. Clock ticks under 2 minutes to play. It's pretty amazing, Ron. We saw Provo in week 1.
We did.
And they looked like a team that was in transition.
Yep.
They don't look that way anymore.
Absolutely not. This team right now is splashing threes all over the court. They could catch the ball. They couldn't run. They had no idea what to offer. But that's why you play a full season. That's why you have bye weeks. It takes time to get it together. And right now, they are the toughest team to beat in that region.
Oh, no doubt about it. They played a good Brighton team in week 1. It was a tough assignment. But we've seen them 3 times now this year. We'll see them for a 4th time next week. They look terrific. They're going to be tough to beat. Here's the snap. Give it up the middle. Cut it back to the left. And taken down near the 40. Should be pretty close to a first down. They're not going to give it to him, though. Bring up a 2nd and short as we tick under a minute to play.
It's all good. You wait here, maybe you run the play, or you can take 2 knees, and that's pretty much it. That's probably what they'll do.
38-yard line brings up 2nd and 1 for the Skyhawks.
So Provo will get the winner of Dixie and Pineview. And Dixie with a 21-7 lead with under a minute to play in the 2nd quarter.
Still a lot of time left in that game, but that'd be a long trip for Dixie were to win that one.
And victory formation out there for Salem Hills. They take a knee, and that is going to do it. Salem Hills beats Tooele by a final of 38-7. We appreciate you joining us. We will be back at it next week in Provo. For Bryce Larson and for Zach Robinson back at our downtown Salt Lake City studios, as well as my partner Ronald Weaver III. I'm Jordan Bianucci saying good night from Utah Valley, where Salem Hills beats Tooele 38-7.
Peace by